Here is, let's just play this one last Donald Trump thing, get it out of the way so no one will feel sick. Here's Donald Trump. He, well, there's two different things here, I guess, too. Is this the, yeah, this is Colombia. Is this one of the longest running sort of like insurgencies in
this goes back to, I think, the
Central America.
70s.
Yeah.
In Latin America, yes.
You would think that when you become president, you get briefed on some of these sort of like long-standing things.
Well, and also there was a peace deal which has been undermined by a far-right government in Colombia. So not only is this long-standing, it's actually a breakthrough that was pulled back on, and Colombia's already been one of the most violent countries in the region for decades. There's a lot to know.
Making Colombia great. I should know about it.
Trump,
yeah, they're definitely making Colombia great again.
Right.
Yeah.
Trump was asked about FARC, which is the, I guess in Spanish it's a different, but it's the Revolutionary Army of the
Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia.
Armed Forces of Colombia. And their nickname is FARC. And
started in
or maybe that's
1964. I thought it was the
Spanish.
70s.
Okay.
1964.
Yeah. And so Donald Trump is asked about it. And this is why he only does this in front of airplanes and in front of helicopters, is because they don't want you to hear the question, is one part of it, and they want to be able to pretend that he didn't hear the question. And if he gets called on this, none of his supporters care. None of his supporters care at all about this. But it is, again, this is just, historians are going to look back at this era and we'll see, you know, what happens with places like Kashmir. We'll see what happens with places like Hong Kong. We'll see what happens throughout Central America, South America. Frankly, we'll look at the Congo. I mean, these are all places that the ignorance, the incompetence, the ideological, the ideology of the Trump administration. We'll see this in Israel and Palestine. Their absence, their failures, their incompetence, which are not like, you know, history will be able to assess. But this is one of the things that historians will look back on and say, like, for instance, here's an example, you know, I can imagine the seminar course, right, in 20 or 30 years when all the implications of like having no one at the steering wheel of U.S. foreign policy is, and they'll go, here's one example of those people who make the argument that Trump was just stupid.
From Colombia, how do you feel about former FARC leader coming to return to work?
Colombia, you said?
Yeah, Colombia, former leader of FARC.
You're talking about the country of Colombia?
Yeah, the country of Colombia.
No, we have a great relationship, and they're not doing badly. They have a problem because of Venezuela. A lot of people are pouring in. But Colombia, we've had a great relationship with Colombia.
There you go. I mean, it remains to be seen. You know, I lump in, you know, like Kashmir and, you know, the developments in Syria maybe, and the Israel-Palestinian situation, and Hong Kong, and Central and South America. I mean, and Congo, there had been, I think there's renewed fighting there after the Obama administration with Russ Feingold had basically negotiated peace there. In some instances for worse, in some instances for better, but the complete sort of just like ghosting of the United States in the context of world conflicts is, I don't know. I guess we'll find out if that's what that means. I mean, here is Donald Trump being asked about on the 80th anniversary, I guess, of the invasion of Poland. He didn't go because, remember, he had to stay at home to watch the progress of Dorian from the TV, apparently.
There might have been a bad internet connection, so I couldn't fight with Deborah Messing on Air Force One.
Right.
I need to stay home.
I got Hurricane Dorian in 4K.
Right. Meanwhile, he did like 36 holes of golf. But he didn't go to Poland.
Mental health day.
80-year anniversary of the invasion of Poland. The invasion of Poland. Not by the Beatles. But by...
And the Beatles came, and all of a sudden, everybody had shaggy haircuts.
By the
Dad didn't like
German
it at all.
military. And what they would do is they would shoot people. People would get shot, and they would shoot tanks. It was extremely... Back then, it was extremely violent to have your country invaded by an invading force. Here's Donald Trump. What's your response on the 80th anniversary of this invasion where Poland was invaded?
Yeah. I do have a great message for Poland, and we have Mike Pence, our vice president, is just about landing right now, and he is representing me. I look forward to being there soon, but I just want to congratulate Poland. It's a great country with great people. We also have many Polish people in our country. It could be 8 million. We love our Polish friends, and I will be there soon.
Yeah.
A lot of people make light bulb jokes. I won't. I want to congratulate them.
A lot of people know exactly how many.
Congratulations on your 80th anniversary of being invaded. In fact, many of your population probably emigrated to this country in part because it was so destroyed in that invasion and occupation.
Also, congratulations on having 8 million of you over here, too.
That's
Maybe
right.
You could
That's
up your
really,
numbers a little bit, help me out.
Really great. Really great. We can knock those numbers down, though, in our phase 2 former immigrant culling that we're going to do.
There's so many Polacks. They're everywhere. And I have a tremendous message for them. Congratulations. You can't change a light bulb, but you can get invaded. No, I'm just a little R&R. Rest and relaxation. But look, there's a big hurricane, and that bitch, Deborah Messing, keeps tweeting at me.
I'm sorry. I feel
Let's
like
go to the phones.
the
Call
light
from a
bulb
60
with invasion is too much historical information for a Trump homage.
Call from